Hey, what's going on, guys? Today's video, I'm just talking about a few hand tools to take out with you when you go out gold prospecting. These are tools that I have found effective in the past. They're pretty cheap, and I recommend that you take them. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you guys what I use when I go out gold prospecting. All right, here we go. These are the main tools that I use when I go out digging and go out sluice boxing, go out gold mining. And there's quite a few other tools and picks and stuff like that that you can use. I mean, any type of bar or anything that can get into a crack, a crevice. A spoon's good, like a spoon that you eat cereal out can be good for digging out cracks and all that kind of stuff. So you just kind of got to get a little bit creative. But I'll go over and explain these things. So obviously we have a number 2 shovel right here. Nothing special about that, just the basic number 2 shovel. And then we have a little shovel, and I'll say the importance, if you had to ask me what shovel I'd rather have, I would rather have the small one over the big one. Even though the big one does come in handy at times, a lot of spots in the rocks when you're down by the river and stuff like that, a little shovel actually works better than a bigger shovel. And then right here we just have a big bar right here. I'm not quite sure the proper name, I just call it a bar. I bought it in the chainsaw section. And it's got a pick on it that I shove in between the rocks. And then it's got a wedge right here. Pretty simple. Put it down in between the rocks, pry your rocks apart. If you need the bar over here at this end, you got your chisel right here. Well, right here, well, that's nothing special. It's just a crowbar. And pretty much works like the bar, but it's a very small version. Sometimes you don't want to haul around the big boy. So you got your little backpacking bar right here. And you can do quite a bit of work with this thing too. Just get in between the rocks and stuff like that. Chisel away, pry at rocks. Nice little convenient tool to have. And then I've got a little pick hammer here. I call it my little rock pick hammer. I got a chisel right here, or I got a pick right here. And then I got my chisel right here. And I used to have a big version of a pickaxe, but now I just have a little version. My big one broke. But between all the bars and stuff, this one does just fine. And last but not least, we have a little scoop shovel for the sluice box. And I'll say something about this, guys. This is from Job Tools. You can see it's kind of wearing out. I used it quite a bit. And I'll just say this, guys. They charge about $20-something for this, which I think is pretty ridiculous, because I'll tell you guys, honestly, what you should do is you should go to the Dollar General store or to the dollar store and buy yourself a scoop from, buy yourself a kitty litter scoop for right around $1. And it will last just as long as this thing will. And that's a little bit of my money saving tips right there. And I've tried to take these out before, shovels like this, but I guess you got to use what you got, but this really didn't do much to me when I took it out prospecting with me. Those shovels over there did me much better. But it's really to each its own. I mean, like I said, you can get creative and use whatever you got. Whatever little shovel, like a little eating spoon that you eat cereal with, can be good for digging out the bedrocks, cracks, and stuff like that. I mean, any little tool or any little bar will work and help you. Whatever will dig gold out of the crevices and get dirt out of the crevices. All right, guys, the 2 biggest tips I got for you is, well, 3 biggest tips. Don't forget to take a bar out with you, whether you're taking the big bar or the crowbar out with you when you go out prospecting. Don't buy a scoop shovel for your sluice box unless you want to. That's $20, $15, $20 when you can go to the dollar store and buy the same thing for $1. It's shaped a little different. It's a cat litter scoop, but those things work just as good as these things right here. Not saying that Job doesn't have a good tool right here, but why pay $20 when you could buy the same thing for $1 at the dollar store? And if you had to ask me what I like better between the big shovel or the small shovel, I would say the small shovel every day. Unless I was digging through tellings or something like that and rerunning some tellings. But for the most part, when I'm down by the river, a shovel like this works a lot better than a big number 2 shovel. Alright guys, that's all I got for my prospecting tool tips today. Thanks for checking in. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe for more. And I'll talk to you in the next one.